Hi guys, in this video I want to talk about setting realistic expectations. So I've written a Facebook post very similar to this, but I thought I'd clarify my thoughts via video. So it's important to note, if you've got goals of either muscle growth or fat loss, there's always going to be a negative effect of doing one or the other. So for example, if your goal is hypertrophy, there's always going to be some degree of fat gain. The key is just trying to minimise this as much as possible. Now quite obviously the amount of fat gain will depend on various factors. For example, if you're an absolute beginner, you can still make very good muscle gains without getting any body fat for a very short period of time. However, the more advanced you get, the slower muscle growth becomes, therefore fat gain is going to be more likely. Therefore the key really is trying to minimise the fat gain as much as possible. So like I said, the more advanced you are, the harder it's going to get to build muscle, therefore having a reduced surplus is going to be in your best interest. Also, when you get to the absolute advanced level, so 5-6 years plus training, you're really focusing more on gym performance rather than trying to increase body weight on the scale. Conversely, if your goal's fat loss, there's always going to be some degree of muscle loss, especially the more advanced you are. So if you're a trainer who's got 5+ years of training, if you go into a dieting phase, there's always going to be some degree of muscle loss. However, the key is trying to minimise this. So a very simple principle, you're going to taper calories very slowly, you're going to increase cardio if and when required. You're not just going to suddenly start your dieting phase with 6 days a week cardio, very low calories, because that's just going to mean by default muscle loss. Strength is going to go very quickly in the gym and therefore muscle loss. So really focusing on a small deficit, adding in cardio if and when required, focusing on trying to maintain your strength in the gym is going to give you a best chance of maintaining as much muscle mass as possible. However, there's always going to be a degree of muscle loss in any dieting phase, unless you are an absolute rank beginner, 2, you're returning from a layoff, so you haven't trained for say several months and then you're returning back to training, and then the third person is someone on anabolic steroids. Obviously this is going to give them an enormous advantage. I hope you found this useful. Like I said, the key with muscle gain, minimising fat gain, is a very small surplus. As you become more advanced, focus more on gym performance rather than increasing body weight. Conversely, if your goal is fat loss, there's always going to be some degree of muscle loss. However, the key is really trying to minimise this by slowly tapering calories, adding in cardio if and when needed, focusing on maintaining your strength in the gym. That's going to help you massively. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like it if you enjoyed it. Have a good day. Thank you very much.